Hi, this is Jeremy Kellett, Director of Recruiting here at Oakley Trucking, and I'm your host for this podcast. This is episode 114. So on today's episode, we got some good information coming for you guys. A little surprise. I know a lot of people's been worried about it, and we're getting it out a little bit early, but it is the Oakley Company Party that's coming this year. And with me, I got Tommy Mitchell going to visit with me a little bit about some of the details. We're going to talk about some of the history of the company party, how it all came about, where we've had it over the years, and also the details on what to do, when it is, where it's going to be, all that good stuff. So we're going to do that here in just a minute. But first, let's do Oakley Update real quick, sponsored by Arrow Truck Sales. Keith Wilson at Arrow Truck Sales in Springfield, Missouri is currently offering $1,000 off your first month's payment when you finance with transport funding, or $1,000 off the truck price if you bring your own financing. They're also discounting the cost of an extended warranty by $500. Arrow Truck Sales has been a long-time partner with Oakley Trucking, and that's because they specialize in first-time truck buyers. They don't do any leases. They have the best used trucks money can buy because used trucks is all they do. They don't sell any new trucks. And the biggest reason that Arrow and Oakley are partners is service after the sale. It is very important to us at Oakley that when we refer you to a company, that they are a good company with good people. They do what they say, and they understand our requirements. So give Keith a call at 573-216-6047 for a good used truck, and tell him you heard about it on the Oakley Podcast. Okay, one update I got is you guys are doing real good on the fuel notification. So, we sent out an email where we'd been getting some fraud going on, and we got with IT, we got with EFS, and now every time you guys fuel, you get a text message showing that this is where you fueled. And hey, we're still getting fraud some, but it has really helped cut it down to just one time, and then we can cut your card off. So very important you pay attention to those, and it's worked so far. It's been working great and has saved a lot of money. So keep doing that. Make sure if you get a notification when you fuel, make sure it's you and you did it, and that'll help tremendously. So, okay, let's get started on talking about this company party. Tommy Mitchell, what's going on, man? You doing all right?
Doing great. How about
what
you?
Episode were you on? Like number 2?
Episode 2.
Were you number 2?
I was just thinking about that a while ago. Episode 2 on the new headquarters.
We were over there in the old dungeon office.
That's right.
When we started this podcast, golly, and doing it from over there in the old dark walls of it. But I remember we were talking, because you did it, talking about this office that we're sitting in now.
That's right. Yeah, I was kind of headquartered in that up, trying to get our new office built. We was getting close to moving in, I believe. Getting close.
It was.
Yep.
Yeah, we were getting close.
It's a big project, but we got it, and it's great. It's a nice office.
I mean, it's awesome. Tommy was office manager. Tommy, we started the same time at Oakley, so we both been here, 27, 28 years, and he was office manager in the trucking division forever, worked in trucking, and now he's moved to, what is your title now? You moved to the upstairs.
Corporate controller.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
that's
upstairs.
Good name.
Just overseeing all the accounting.
Nice. And that you've been doing that since...
So April of 21. So a year now, a little over a year.
Yeah. All right.
Kind of been out of the trucking, but still involved with the trucks, but kind of diving off into the other areas of the company.
Well, it's a good thing we got somebody like you doing that, because this company is on the move. It's always something.
There's something every day.
New going on here. That's why.
Got good folks, though.
Isn't that the truth?
Got good folks underneath me helping me out. So it's not just me.
So give us the date. Give us the date. Everybody wants to know the date so they can start planning.
So the date, we don't change much. October 22nd of this year. It's typically the third Saturday of October. And it fell on the 22nd, and it's where we planned it. Hopefully it works for everybody's calendars, but we know it's not. You know, one thing that we looked at afterwards was the Hogs playing that weekend, and they're not.
All right, that's a plus.
But it's my anniversary. It's my wedding anniversary.
Oh,
what a party for my wife.
Great way to celebrate your anniversary.
I hadn't told her yet, so she'll find out.
Yeah,
about the 21st.
Yeah, that's what you're doing.
Yeah. So
And it's here?
It's here, North Little Rock, here at the terminal. We'll set up out by the river, outside. And we've been fortunate enough over the years, it has not rained on our party. You know, it's maybe rained during the day, but it's quit. We've had good weather. Outdoors, we be able to accommodate. I think last year or the last time we had it, 2019.
Yeah.
Was probably one of our largest crowds that we had. About 600.
Really?
Yeah. About 600 folks, and everybody has a good time. We'll set up.
It is a good time. We do have a good time.
Have a lot of fellowship, and seems like every year I get here pretty early to just try to make sure everything is going smooth with the caterer and the bartenders and the
for
musicians.
the ones that's never been here. So you've never been to an Oakley company party. Of course, they're well known around the country, I'm sure. But we actually just have a huge tent staked up in the parking lot back here, so it's an outdoor event, and we just have a big old tent, bunch of tables and chairs, and we have plenty of parking out here on the parking lot, and it works great for everybody. We're more of that laid back type of company that has it outside and enjoy it a little bit. So yeah, we have been lucky with the weather.
We have.
But we ain't always had them there.
We haven't. No, it's been there. I was trying to recount the parties. There's been so many. I was thinking when the first one was that I was involved in, and I recall 1999 as being the first year that we kicked them back off. I think they used to have them prior to us coming to work.
Yeah.
You know, before 95, Mr. Bruce Oakley would have, but you know, small little party, and then they kind of quit having them, and then we kicked them off. And I think it was either 1998 or 1999. I went back to my files, and 99 was the furthest I could find.
Oh yeah.
And, but one year, Arkansas here in Little Rock had a river boat.
Yeah. What was it called?
Was that the
Arkansas
Spirit
Queen
or the Queen or the Spirit? It was a paddle boat, and we would, since we were right here on the river, they would just pick us up right here at the river. Well, we would eat before we got on there, I believe.
But before that, I remember going down to where it stayed parked down there all the time. Down there, and it stayed there the whole time. And I remember going, I think my first one I ever went to, we went to that boat, got on it, had everything inside. There wasn't that many people, you know, Bruce getting up and talking and giving out awards, and Dennis and Benny. And I don't remember going up and down the river when we were there the first time. Now, we may have.
I think we did. I think what happened there, I think you're right. Hell, this is a long time ago.
Yes.
I think you're right. We ate, had the awards, a little buffet bar there. We had some drinks, went out on the patio, and then if you wanted to get on the boat, they got on and they took us upriver a little bit and came right back.
Oh, because it was separate of the patio.
They had like
That's
a little patio
exactly what
dock.
it was.
That's right.
It was separate, yeah.
And then the following year, we had it come pick us up down here.
Well, now, one year in there, we went to
the hotel.
To the hotel. Do you remember what year that was?
I don't.
Well, that was almost a disaster.
We tried to, said, well, let's go indoors in case of weather. And we went to the local Wyndham Hotel, rented a conference room, big ballroom.
Yeah.
Got hotels, white tablecloths. It was all inside.
Catered.
We got loud, having a good old time. And I think several of us was probably told to be quiet, and you know, just having a good old time.
Yeah.
And
we did that 1 year, right?
Yeah, that 1 year.
1 year.
Yeah, 1 year. Yeah. I remember. I think it was Dennis or Benny. They said, "Don't do that again."
Yeah, right. That didn't quite fit our style, did it?
And we've been outside under a tent ever since.
And that's when we came back here.
Yeah.
And we had the party here, and then the boat started picking us up at a certain time.
Yeah.
And everybody'd get on the boat and go out. And we did that I don't know how many years we did
couple
that.
of years until they dissolved that boat and moved it on somewhere else.
I thought we might have lost somebody overboard.
No, I don't think nobody went. I think there was I remember a story, and Dennis would every time we'd come talk about the party, he brings this story up. There was we're out on the boat, cruising up the river. He's having a conversation with some drivers. All of a sudden, one of them said, "Oh, it's been great." They stood up, shook his hand, said, "Appreciate the party," and said, "Well, we're going to go ahead and go leave now." Dennis reminded them that we was not at the bank.
You're not leaving just
You're not
yet.
leaving yet. We're not docked. So it's a little funny story. It's just
Probably.
And I think we did that a couple of years now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, because one time we had 2 trips where we got so many people that came to the party. We was over their number of folks that they could allow on the boat. And they took us up, came back, people got off.
Wow.
Some more folks got on. Then the party kind of was on both sides.
Yeah.
We had a party on the bank, had a party on the boat, and I think that was the last year for that.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, the riverboat disappeared.
I don't know what the city did with that.
Yeah, it was fun, though. That was back long. That was back in 2000.
Early 2000s.
Yeah. And then ever since that, we've had it here on the parking lot every year except the last 2 years. And we've had it in different parts of the parking lot, actually, a couple times, but, not a big deal always here.
Always here at the terminal.
Yeah. And it's, so let's talk about what we do at the party. It's what it's for. You want to expand on that, or you want me to?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
So it's basically for all Bruce Oakley employees and independent contractor truck drivers to come, and we recognize them in years of service and safety awards is the main 2 things.
That's right.
That we do there. So it's something that Oakley is sure proud to do, to be able to recognize people that's been here 5, 10, 20, 30, even 40-year people here, and that's employees and contractors. And then also Roger Carson with Safety Department, he recognizes safety awards. Now, I don't know what exactly, let's see, he does. He told me the other day, he told million milers.
Yeah, on the safety, starts with the million milers, drivers that had 1 million safe miles, and then starts at the 5-year safety award, gives them out, and escalates up throughout the years of having 5, 6,
He does
7.
5. Oh, he does every year.
I think he does every year. Yep.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yep.
So that takes a little while
It does.
to get that
That's
done.
probably the longest part of the award ceremony, because there's a lot of safety awards.
Well, and it's important. A lot of people come from a long ways to get these awards, and they're proud of it, and we're proud to give it to them.
Exactly.
There's some good guys can you imagine 1 million miles? Safe miles. We may be having 2 million this year, I want to think.
I think last year
Had some of that.
we gave some awards out in these void years that we didn't have the party. We still gave out the awards. We still gave out for tenure on employees and owner operators. We still gave out safety awards. It just wasn't recognized at the party, at the banquet. So we didn't skip them. So and I believe last year we had a 2 million.
Yeah, that's
I have
fantastic.
to verify that, but yeah, I believe we did.
Well, a lot of people, because this is Bruce Oakley's got a lot of places all over the country, all over this country, and people come from a long ways to this party. And then we got independent contractors that live all over the place, and some of them drive. Roger used to have a motorcycle. He would have. He's not doing it anymore. We hadn't done it the last 5 or 6 years, but he used to have a motorcycle ride on Saturday morning. And guys would drive their motorcycle from their house, get with Roger Saturday morning, and drive all over Arkansas, until noon or so that day, or 2 o'clock.
There was times that they would come just barely in time, take a shower, and come
there
straight to the party. Yeah, they would
got-
ride some miles.
They pulled up in front of my house one year. My neighbors didn't know what to think. Had all the motorcycles out there revving it up, coming to see me.
Yeah,
That was a good time. That was fun stuff. But yeah, Raj has retired the motorcycle, and I'm glad, actually. We don't need that. I mean, important thing is that people probably want to know is what are we eating?
Okay. So we try to keep it simple. As you said, our party's outside, under a tent. But we've got a partnership with a caterer that's done it over the last few years, and we just kind of stuck with him. It's we have catfish catered, chicken, shrimp, and of course all the fixings that goes with that. Your French fries and potato salad, baked beans, and then your drinks. You know, your water, tea, and depending on the weather, we'll have some coffee out there for the folks that might want some coffee after dinner.
Good deal.
Yeah, but got that set up for this year already. So our caterer, he's done it many years in the past, so he always kept that third Saturday kind of open on his calendar just in case Oakley called him. So
He
called him last week, and he was already had it wrote down.
He knows what to do.
Yeah. And that makes it easy for us, for myself. Don't have to worry about it. And
what time does it start?
We'll kick off around 5:30, and we'll eat at 6. So, and usually by 6 o'clock we're in line and serving. Sometimes maybe 5 or 10 minutes prior to, you know. So we'll kick off at 5:30 and go till about 11 o'clock. So,
and we got you got open bar.
Got an open bar. That'll be set up. That's set up by 5:30, ready to start serving a few drinks before dinner. 6 o'clock we'll have dinner, and about 7:30, depending on how fast that the buffet lines go through, and it goes pretty quick. He can feed a lot of folks quickly. Yeah. About 7:15, we're fired up, ready to start doing the recognizing the awards that we have, and go through that from the employees down to the owner-operators. And about 8:15, we'll have some entertainment. The bar will still be open and go to about 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Open up the dance floor.
Open up the dance floor. We'll have it set up. We're kind of turn the lights down a little bit so folks can get out there and have a good time.
There's been some in the past.
There's been
you have a good time.
Few good times.
Well, it's a good thing.
But yeah, it's great to just sit around and visit beforehand and afterhand. You know, after the party until your time to go home with the owner operators and their wives and some of the employees that we don't see that we talk to every day on the phone, but we don't get to see them. They come come from out of state, coming up in here. So
great opportunity to meet the people and their families, their spouses that come a lot. And I mean, it's actually, you get to talk to all of us, and Dennis and Justin Oakley and Benny Weatherford. And I mean, it's just a good, laid back situation where we all get to visit and talk to them. I mean, it's a good time. Hotel. So we're getting this going. Actually got it already going on the hotel. We're staying at the Holiday Inn, which is the same place. If you came through orientation the last couple of years, we put you up in orientation, but it's the Holiday Inn, and it's the one on top of the hill off of 440, because actually right below it is the Holiday Inn Express.
This over by the airport?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're staying in the Holiday Inn on top of the hill. It's the one that's got the restaurant in it, the Boston's restaurant in it.
Okay.
And here's the way this works, everybody, is you need to reserve your room. So we've got this set up to where you go on your driver portal. So you log in to your driver portal on the Oakley website, and at the top it'll say reserve a room, and it'll also have it on the left down there, hotel reservations, and you click on there to reserve a room. If you change your mind and can't come, I need you to go in there and cancel the room. Click on there, because what I'm doing is every month, or as we get closer, it's going to be every day, but I give Holiday Inn that list. So I've reserved a bunch of rooms right now, and as we get a little bit closer, we want to make sure we got an accurate number of rooms reserved that they have, and then, and, you know, if we're close to running out, then we got to come up with another place to put people up. But Oakley is paying for the hotel rooms, so you won't have to. I just need good information. You know, I need to know how many we got coming. So
now that hotel room for Saturday night.
Saturday night only
after the party.
Yeah, and that's something. If you're going to come and stay Friday night, you're going to have to reserve that yourself over at the Holiday Inn. And get that for Friday night, which we did. A lot of people did that last time. You're just going to have to make sure you call them separate to do that. You won't be able to do that on the portal.
Okay.
All you can do on the portal is Saturday night. Yes, I'm coming. That way I can give them a list of how many people got coming and their names, and it works out. It worked out pretty good that year. So, shuttle. We're also going to have a shuttle. We did this. I guess that was the first time, wasn't it?
Yeah, in 2019 was the first time we did a third-party shuttle company.
Yeah. That worked out pretty good. So we actually, Holiday Inn, they'll probably be shuttling you some, but we actually go out and hire a separate shuttle company that's got some big vans, and they'll be running constantly from here over to the Holiday Inn. I don't know. We'll have to get the times and all that detailed later down the road, but we'll get that figured.
You know, in 2019, I believe, Jeremy, what we did is we had them start shuttling 4:30, 5 o'clock from the hotel, in case you was at the hotel earlier in the day. And then about 8 o'clock, I think they started making runs back to the hotel for folks that wanted to go home early.
Yeah.
Or, you know, and then we ran it till the last person was taken care of.
Yeah.
Have a little patience on that. I think last year in 2019, we had 2 shuttles. So you got to keep in mind it's about a 30-minute round trip maybe.
Yeah. Going to take a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to take a little bit. So if you feel like you're at the party and you feel like you're about getting ready to go, you might want to see the next one and get in line.
That's
and get
right.
on it, you know,
that's right. But it works out good. It gives you transportation. You don't have to worry about having a vehicle over here. If you don't want to, they can take you back. So.
That's correct.
Good stuff. Okay. I'll tell you what, real quick, let's take a break and hear from our sponsor, Lube Zone. So I want to take a minute and talk about Lube Zone. You know, Lube Zone has been a sponsor of the Oakley Podcast for a long time. They're good people over there. Jeff and Megan do a great job. They provide good discounts for Oakley owner-operators, but also just a great place to go. They've got 11 locations, Texas, California, Oklahoma, Georgia. They're primarily along major highway exits, which allows easy access. They can do a lot of stuff there. They got full service oil changes. They got tractor and trailer grease, air filters, oil analysis, tire checks, DOT inspections. I mean, these guys can do it all, and we love doing business with them. I actually had one of our owner operators. He went to Lube Zone. He said, hey, I'm going in here and I'm going to find out how their service is, if they're fast, and if I get a discount. I said, all right, you let me know when you get out of there. So he called me back and he said, I just want you to know that's a great place to go. It's clean. It's nice. The service was great. He got the full-fledged filters, oil change, the whole 9-yard service. And he also got his $40 discount. And you got to tell him you heard it on the Oakley Podcast, that you are with Oakley Trucking, and they will give you a discount. And just great service from those guys. We appreciate them being a sponsor of the Oakley Podcast. And if you're in one of those areas, you look and you go to loopzone.com and you see where their locations are. And if you're close by there, go try them out and let me know how your service was, because we'll give the feedback back to Lube Zone. And check out the rewards program. That's really good too. Just be sure and check them out and let them know you heard it on the Oakley Podcast. Okay, what did you start to say?
I was going to say we got a band this year.
What kind of band we got?
Got a band.
Look out.
Local band here on Little Rock. Plays at a lot of clubs downtown and some different places.
Now, is this going to be music I can't understand, Tom?
No, it's going to be it's kind of a variety of music. If you was here in 2019, it's the same band. Carla Case Band's the name of it. And she plays variety. You know, some country, some old rock and roll, and some newer stuff, and then they'll throw out some dance music in between while they're taking their breaks. And but they have a good set. Had a lot of positive comments in 2019 from the band. It's kind of a little different before. We used to have a little DJ spinning CDs back. And then
Karaoke.
Did some karaoke. That was interesting.
That was
yeah.
That was interesting and painful. Sometimes.
As the night got closer to 11, it got very interesting. Yeah. Some of the songs and some of the folks that don't remember even getting up and doing it. So.
Yeah. Oh man, good stuff. To finish it off here, the last thing, and we'll shut this thing. You got anything else to add?
You know, I think we covered it all. I think
so too.
It's just looking forward to it, getting back. I think everybody's excited here in the office, as I know a lot of owner-operators are. You know, it's as you said earlier, it's a big deal. I mean, it is. If you haven't been, or if you're new contractor with us since 2019,
or employee,
plan on coming. You know, because it's not just a trucking thing. I mean, it's a corporate party. And come in and enjoy yourself, get to know some people. We try to do name tags, you know, just handwrite your name on there so when you see, you recognize, put a face with a name. Please do that because, you know, we can't remember everybody. Yeah. And once you tell me your name, I'll know it, you know. But
I like
it's great, and we have a good time. And, I mean, it for us, you know, from an employee standpoint, you think we get together a lot, but we don't. You know, our wives like to get together with the other wives, so that's good. I enjoy that. See what's going on, share pictures of the kids and what's going on.
Yeah, they don't get to see them.
They don't.
We don't have a lot of functions anymore at all, especially. But I'll tell you something that's new that we're doing this year, and I need your feedback because I don't have all the details yet, but we're going to do a pride and polish competition amongst our owner-operators. So if you think your truck is the truck at Oakley, the best-looking ride that Oakley has, then we want you to shine it up, bring it up here, set it out here for all Saturday afternoon, and leave it out here so everybody can vote on it and see who has the sharpest truck at Oakley Trucking. So it's Corey Hughes he's gonna run that thing, and I'll help him. I'm sure we'll come up with some details of how exactly that's going to take place because we just came up with this yesterday.
Oh, that's great.
Corey did, and I said, well, yeah, it's a great idea if you want to do it, Corey. And he said, hey, I'll do it. So we're going to see. I mean, there'll be some things we got to figure out, but the big picture plan right now is to have a bunch of our guys bring their trucks, just the truck, not the trailer, park it out here around the tent somewhere where everybody can go kind of look at them, and they're all shined up. And then the goal is maybe to have everybody at the party vote on them and let that determine who the winner is. And we'll get some prizes. We don't have any prizes yet, but we're going to figure out something on that. And I think it'll be good to attract a little attention.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That kind of fill your day there also. You know, if you come in early on Saturday or Friday night, you come down here, whatever time you're going to kick it off, noon, 2, you know, we'll come up with them details. That'll give a good afternoon of a lot of more fellowship.
Yeah.
I mean, just sit around the trucks and
right.
visit, talk.
And it ain't got to be get just plumb crazy with the shining like everybody does at some of these truck shows. But, do what you got. A lot of guys got some nice equipment out there that stay looking nice, and they want to show them off. So,
do you remember, it's been some years, we had a couple of drivers, kind of reminds me, bringing their old antique cars up, and they drive them.
Yeah.
57 Chevy or whatever. I don't even remember what they were. It'd draw attention as soon as you pulled up at 5 o'clock to, who is that?
Yeah.
In?
Maybe we all allow them in the pride and polish.
Yeah. You never know. Somebody might have a nice Harley or a nice car.
Yeah. And if you guys listen,
can I put my pickup in there?
Well, you're disqualified. You're disqualified automatically. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, but we'll if y'all got suggestions on that too, reach out to Corey Huey and or me and let us know what you think about that. But we'd like to have enough people participate to have a good little showing, give us something to do that afternoon, and you guys just don't have to wait around till 6 o'clock, we can get out here and do something that day. So,
well, that's great. That's the way to kick off the comeback party. Comeback party with the first annual Pride and Polish show.
Yep.
That way in 10, 15 years, we can look back and think, oh, back in 22 is when we started that. So,
that's great. Yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate you hanging out with me, Tommy, and giving everybody these details.
Yes, sir.
Reminiscing a little bit on some of that.
I'm glad to be back in the party.
Me too. It's party mood.
It's a good deal. So,
thanks everybody for listening to the Oakley Podcast. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate your feedback. We've just come off of a little bit of a lull there. We had some of the truck show stuff episodes been running, and now we're back in the saddle and getting started. I want to give you some good information to go off of with this company party information so you can plan your day. October 22nd, go ahead and book it. Go on the portal, reserve your room, and make plans to attend. We're looking forward to it. And always spread the word of the Oakley Podcast, and be sure to subscribe. Watch us on YouTube. And once again, we'll talk to you next week.